Hello from Fairshare IT Services. Uh, this one is a little bit complicated, but I think as a business owner, you must know one thing. Even if you don't remember the remaining things, that's probably fine. But one line that I would like to tell you is that domain name owner is the king. You should not give the control of owning your domain to someone else. Everything else is still risky, but at least the domain is the most important thing in your trademark, and then you should make sure that you keep the control of it. I'll try to explain you. When you tell an IT company to set up even a basic static website, your IT company has to deal with multiple third parties to make sure that your website ultimately works. The first one in that is domain registrar. So that's where you register your domain. For example, fairshare.tech is the domain name, and the domain registrar, there could be many, like for example namecheap.com or godaddy.com. So these are the domain registrars, and there someone, IT company or you, can register that domain. But registering the domain is just one part of the puzzle. The other third party that is involved in ultimately getting your site website to work is the DNS server. So that, so what is that? So it basically tells that your domain name is just the name fairshare.tech. It doesn't have any contents at all. So it tells the overall, we'll say internet, I'm of course trying to simplify it a little bit, tells the internet that if some user types in fairshare.tech, then exactly where the contents are hosted and what is the machine where your website's images, then HTML files, I mean the other contents or videos are being kept, right? So this is the DNS thing, and that is what tells the internet exactly where the contents are placed. Now, in many cases, the domain registrar is also the one who is hosting this DNS, but I'm trying to make it a little bit complicated to kind of let you know that many a times this DNS is also hosted somewhere else, because there are like some specific reasons for that. Like there are some third parties which also help you in like making sure that this domain name to the machine address, the IP address resolution is done very fast, and your website is like seems fast for the third party. Also, these same services help you in making sure that your site is secure. So that's why there is a reason why this kind of a setup is required, where the DNS host could be a completely different third party. So now in this case, let's assume that the DNS is somewhere at a different third party called as SiteGround. Okay. Now in this SiteGround DNS system, you can tell this DNS system that your actual hosting is done at, say for example, digital hosting. So this is one of the hosting provider. Then as I told you before, like if you register the domain at Namecheap, your DNS could be also Namecheap, and your hosting could be also done by Namecheap. That is possible, right? But many a times Namecheap may not satisfy you in terms of your hosting needs, and you need to go to a specialized hosting company like DigitalOcean. They provide you like a lot of range, and the data center options. Like for example, you can host your website right in New York, or maybe in Bangalore, for example. There are many options. So it really depends, and if there are needs, then you need to go to a specialized hosting company, right? So again, coming back here in the DNS, you can say that okay, the domain, for this domain, the hosting company is DigitalOcean, and this is the IP address. So this is the mapping which is done in this DNS thing. So now you have got Namecheap as a registrar, SiteGround for DNS, and digital hosting for your hosting needs, right? But we are not done yet. If you want to have a really reliable email server, then most likely you will go to, say, Gmail, right? Google, as you know, Google also has Google for Business, and they recently changed the branding for that, Google for Work or something. So that's a completely different mail server. So then in this case, you need to set up the DNS MX record in such a way that you point them to the Google's server. So now, as we are, and whatever I'm telling you right now, this is a very, very realistic and common kind of a setup if you have like a quite a involved type of a website, right? So here, like, you got Namecheap, then you got SiteGround for DNS, then digital hosting for like your hosting needs, and Gmail for your mail related needs. So in this hosting also, there are quite a few things that you need while you are developing the website. Like for example, in some cases like WordPress, like a simple control panel with a file manager type of access will help you in going, like, in setting up your website. And like, the control panel also allows you to, for example, install WordPress and things like that. But in some cases you need to get the terminal access, directly, direct access to the hosting. So these things are required. So as a company owner, if you have access to this, right, then you can always change this, you can always change this, you can always change this. But then let's say that you don't have access to this, but you only have access to this. Then the person who has access to domain registrar, he can go and make the changes in such a way that you lost control of your hosting, your email, your DNS, everything. So it is better that you keep the registration credentials for domain like safe and only with you, so that you can give only credentials to, for example, the hosting thing to your IT services, so that they can take care of the whole the website, right? Like again, once you have access to this, of course you also need access to the WordPress admin. So like for example, in some cases you do not need to give access to the whole hosting service to your IT company. You can give only access to WordPress admin, so that they can only change the contents, right? But in many cases, like, only access to WordPress does not help, and you also need access to the control panel, so that you can go at the file level and make certain changes to make sure that your WordPress website, or any other portal for that matter, can be really customized for your needs. All right, so I hope it kind of gave you some idea. If not everything, then just remember, don't give away your domain registration access. Thank you very much. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell button, so that you can you can get the updates whenever we put these kind of informative videos for you. Thank you.